Question everything. Be unique. Be a rebel. Be a healer. Be a leader. Be a light warrior. Welcome to the new Aeon. Hey guys, this is a unique interview I managed to do at the 2016 Bilderberg in Dresden, Germany. It was on the last day, on the Sunday, about 2-3 hours after the meetings had already ended, and we happened to be walking back towards the hotel after I'd already done my interview with Freeman, which is already up on my channel. Most of you have probably seen that already, so please enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here a couple of hours after the Bilderbergers have all been evacuated. I think that would be a very apt term from the Taschenberg Palais. And here, Alan yeah. And Maria, and this is the New Aeon 2012, of course. So, tell me guys, in a nutshell, exactly what happened. Like what we heard a rumor a couple of hours ago that somebody was holding like a stick of bread, and they said that they could have been used as a weapon, blah blah blah. And now you said earlier off camera that was an excuse that they used after they arrested you. So take it away, guys.
Yeah, that was just an excuse they used afterwards. I mean, they basically had us in their sights after we'd already kind of disobeyed their orders that we felt were completely illegitimate. Like,
what was it that you did that other protesters didn't, like, to piss them off?
For example, appear at the edge of the boundary here with signs that we'd written, for example, and after that I was told that I couldn't cross the road with because I had bread and a tent in my hand.
Right.
And I was told I wasn't able to cross the road to come to the near side while carrying these, which I felt was a completely unlawful and ridiculous request. So I disobeyed it. So I darted across the road with the bread and the tent. Obviously, needless to say that I had no intention of using them in any way other than they're supposed to be used, i.e. eating and sleeping in them. Yeah, so then the police came over, like, you can't be here with the bread in the tent, so I gave it back to them. Then, like, I noticed the Maria had been surrounded on the other side of the road. I returned to the opposite side with a camera. I wasn't carrying anything other than a camera at the time. I was dragged by the arm and shoved between two police vans, thrown into the back of the police van.
Just no warning, basically.
None at all. None at all.
Dear God, total fascist.
Yeah, total fascist. They didn't explain why we weren't allowed near the building with bread and a tent. They didn't, they kept making up other reasons why we'd been arrested. But essentially, yeah, I was punched several times in the head and in the back.
Oh my God.
My knees got all grazed by them shoving me straight, like, onto the floor of the police van. And then we were taken to a nearby park. Maria was also arrested just after me. We were taken to a nearby park where I was forced to basically straddle Maria while sitting down in the park. We weren't allowed to move this position. They forced us to stay in this position.
Yeah, they'd assumed that we would be comfortable sitting in that, like, perverse and weird, uncomfortable position.
Right.
Well, they didn't assume that. They wanted it to be as degrading as possible.
Of course.
Of
course.
Yeah.
But
they always do that. It's their MO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had obviously no concerns or, about the possibly triggering implications of putting people in a position like that. When I challenged them on that, they like laughed and smiled. Alan was cuffed far too tightly. His handcuffs were on far too tight. He'd lost the feeling in his hands. He said very calmly, "Please, can you loosen them?
Yes.
It's hurting." They said, "It's fine." So he said, "I'm in pain.
So
Please, can you use
they just didn't give a shit.
He said,
No.
They
were enjoying
fine.
that I was in
It's
pain.
fine.
Yeah.
You know, they were
Totally sadistic
quite
bullies.
sadistic.
Sadistic
Yeah,
bullies.
very sinister.
So it's like
very
Nazi
harrowing.
type of.
Yeah.
Just
And
little.
every single little thing, you know. For example, they smeared Vaseline over the seat and on the walls.
I heard that
and the
before.
thing
We were
of
saying to the other.
This was in.
What was
in
that
the,
all about?
Inside the police van, they have a
Yes.
tiny little holding cell where
Yes.
you have barely enough room to sit down,
Sure.
and you're locked in there. And so they had already smeared Vaseline on all the seat, on the back, and
Just to make it
just to make it
uncomfortable
as
for you to be able
uncomfortable
to
and
sit or
degrading
do
as
anything.
possible,
Yeah.
you know, like to make it as irritating.
Imagine
as possible.
this, ladies and
It's just-
gentlemen. You know,
Just,
what kind of minds would actually go there, think,
it.
let's do this, and actually carry it out?
These are twisted people.
It's
and
twisted.
Actually, like, they're so
Sadistic.
and they're so childish because they just expect you to obey whatever it is they
Childish
order.
ego. Childish ego.
And when
yeah.
you don't, they
They-
go out for revenge.
they're bullies,
And
yeah.
they want to, you know, it is like
It's like the
being
the playground bully, isn't it?
Absolutely
Yeah,
right, mate. Absolutely right.
I was sat like this with my hands behind my back. If I tried to bend my leg like that, they'd violently shove it back into position. And I said, "Why?"
As if that has anything to do with.
Yeah.
I
It
said,
doesn't-
"Why?"
it was
She
completely
said,
senseless.
"She said
Right,
because I
just,
say so."
Just to give her crap,
Yeah,
you know. Just to
I
give
said,
you
"Why?"
yeah.
The woman said, "Because I say so." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I say."
Just
I said,
to
"Why?"
just to mess with you, yeah.
Yeah, and then for example, it was also like pretty hot, very
Right.
sunny. Like I was
right.
like,
Is this?
burning.
Sorry, is this on Thursday?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
Thursday.
yeah, it was a hot
so we
day
just
then,
got
yeah.
bundled round the corner of the park. We sat in for an hour
Yeah.
in the like hot sun. There was a patch of shade half a metre from where we were
Right.
sitting. I said, "Can I just
Can you
sit
please-
there?"
yeah.
They said no, and I was like, "Why?" They said
It
no.
sounds like some
then she was-
hardcore communist or fascist regime. Seriously.
She was smiling
I
and
think
she said
we
she
do
was
live in a hardcore
teasing.
fascist regime, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like laughing at me, saying, "Oh,
But it's democracy, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah." She was
Keep
laughing,
saying it,
saying,
we'll keep believing it.
"Yeah." She was laughing, saying we should be wearing sun hats. The police woman said, and that we should be wearing sun cream.
Mindset.
Yeah.
Highly subhuman
These
behaviour.
are unfortunately not very intelligent people.
Right.
Because if you were intelligent enough, you would realise kind of what you're doing and how
You would become a
immoral it is.
whistleblower or something.
So,
You'll defect.
like,
yeah.
and people with no morals really.
Yeah.
And they know that, you know, the whole way the police force is set up, they know how to progress their careers basically. Like, and you don't progress your career as a policeman by going easy or
By being nice,
whatever. Like,
yeah.
you know, you get brownie points for
Right.
you know, for brutalising protesters basically,
Yeah.
this kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean-
and you rise up the ranks. And,
I mean, you've
and-
seen the videos, obviously, on Facebook and stuff that have gone viral about how in America, in the USA, they treat homeless people and stuff like that. I mean, it's like
I mean, in London they go
It's-
around
it's
stealing
incredible to believe.
like, sleeping bags from homeless people and stuff in
Yeah,
London as well. It's just
it's just. I mean,
it's awful. I mean, unfortunately, the whole system is set up to oppress the poorest and most
Vulnerable.
the vulnerable, the ones
the
in
most
need of help,
vulnerable, the most-
get pushed down. And
exactly, and
yeah.
the ones that desperately need to have some of their power taken away are just backed up to the hill, you
Yeah.
know, and given all the protection they could possibly want.
It's a prison planet, man. Psychopathic control grid. I don't know whatever you can call it. You know, it's like.
And they, like, after I was arrested, when I was in the police station, they had explained to me that they were going to take €100 out of the cash that I had.
Right.
Because I only had 150, and they were going to take €100 out of that for an anticipated payment of an expected fine, which was the English translation of what the process they were going through with me. So basically, they just stole that money.
Aside
me.
from everything else, they took €100 as well.
I got a beating and having like 5 hours of my life taken away.
Yeah. And you pay a fine for it
and
too.
For what? Holding a loaf
Right.
of bread and a tent and refusing
Yeah.
to obey their stupid orders. And also then they stole my money. So, you know, there's no morals in the
It's
police.
like,
You know,
you get beaten up and you get fined for it, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, that's
It's unbelievable.
2016 Bilderberg.
Yeah, that's it. What do you guys think of the supposed? I mean, maybe we're wrong about this. Me and my buddy here have been discussing that it's been the most transparent and sort of open, secret kind of thing. Bilderberger ever up till now. Like they don't even care if people know about it anymore. Do you think that's the case?
I mean, I was really baffled that they put it right in the middle of the city.
But
No, I was going to say, they seem to not care, but also the way they treated us seems like they must have. Well, they usually do, but obviously there are the meeting this year was in centre of the city as opposed to out in the middle
that's
of
what we
nowhere.
meant. Yeah, it's a bit. It's like they're becoming more sort of popular.
Just inconsistent,
Nothing
random,
happened,
weird.
did it? Like at the end of the day, they met in secret. They did everything they wanted to do. I don't know.
By the way, why do you think when you said nothing happened, I thought nothing did happen because nobody showed up. We were here. When did we come here? Friday, the first time. The main time we showed up was like a Friday, and we could not freaking believe it. It was like only 5 people here. We thought we were going to
There's a
expect.
back entrance.
Why do you think no protesters showed
the
up?
protesters.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just not very well known, and also I think people are genuinely kind of people aren't in the right.
People are apathetic.
They're very apathetic these days. They've got a learned helplessness, and
exactly.
And
the nanny state. It's like.
And they've also seen how you can't have really avoided seeing how the police treat protesters at points, and a lot of people aren't willing to get involved in that.
Yeah.
And even people that have come here just to be a journalist, to film and stuff, they get their hotel rooms raided and they get detained and all sorts of stuff.
Good Lord.
They were Luke from We Are Change was being told that if you come around here we're going to beat you up by the police and stuff. It's not going to be pretty. All this.
They told him this time.
It's going to be ugly
right
for
here,
you.
Right
oh my God!
This is just repeated over and over again.
Right.
But I think they just flaunt it right in front of us. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was also made illegal to protest there. There were different demos going on, but right around the hotel, it was again lots of inconsistent things flying around, but there wasn't allowed to be more than 15 people around here. It's a very, sort of wishy-washy rule when you've got pedestrians and so on. But we weren't allowed to have our sign there because there wasn't allowed to be an assembly in this area.
You weren't allowed to display political messages.
Yeah, they said if there's more than one person kind of collectively expressing a political opinion, then that's not allowed here. They were like, go do it over there.
Well, welcome to Orwell's 1984. I mean, it's just.
You either have rights or you don't, and if it's up to if the state can tell you when and how and at what time you're allowed to exercise those rights, you don't have them.
Yeah, you might as well not have them at all. It's like just tell us that.
You have rights
just tell us
there.
it's fascism already. Just get on over and done with. Don't tell us it's democracy.
Exactly. This is the free speech zone.
What's free speech?
They use free speach zone. It's
like
it is 1984.
It's amazing. It's like
but that's the modern world. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else you guys want to add? I mean, I don't really have any other. I think we covered the basics of Bilderbergers. Basically, we're being screwed and we can't do anything about it. Even if there's a million protesters, like you said before, we were being interviewed by the other man before. I was watching.
Yeah. They didn't care about protests.
And they said there were 1 million people that protested against the Iraq War
in central
London. Yeah.
Like a couple of years.
And
2003, I suppose, wasn't it?
Yeah, pardon the French, but what happened? Fuck all. Nothing happened. This is how I speak usually because I get angry about this stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we should be angry. What they're doing in there, what they're plotting in there. We can only really guess, but when you look at all the corporations that are represented there and what they're up to in the world and how they cooperate together very very blatantly, then you see kind of how the Bilderberg group might bring all those different elements together to get.
Well, it's the secrecy that bothers me. It's the secrecy. That's the thing.
I mean, I don't mind private individuals meeting in secret.
Right.
But what we've got here is a bunch of politicians as well meeting with these private
media,
corporate
business,
leaders and stuff.
So, military. General Petraeus was here for Christ's sake.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're leaving. We're going back to Berlin. We see you later.
Oh, take care,
Have a
man.
good time.
See you later, guys.
Daniel, what was her name? The lady that politician we spoke to? And amazingly, and for the people watching this video, I'm going to post pictures of this. What was her name? Christina.
Mr. Markwalder.
Yeah. She actually stopped by where we were having a beer with that Freeman guy, and he went up and spoke to her, and he's like, do you want to come and chat to us? And she actually came and sat down, and I'm saying it's both to you and for the YouTube people.
Yeah.
And we had a beer and a chat. I think she shouted us, she bought all the beers, and she spoke to us for like 2 hours.
Wow.
And we have pictures.
She was a Bilderberg attendee?
Yes, we got selfies and stuff.
What's
and
her name?
This is her card,
Mr.
actually.
Markwalder.
This is incredible,
Okay.
actually.
And who was she? What's her?
I'll show her card actually
so-
to the camera too. Then I'm going to show the selfies of this.
Okay.
That she wanted to actually take a selfie with us and everything, and you should have seen her answers. Yeah, I think that maybe that's a little bit, maybe part of the agenda.
It's Switzerland, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe part of the agenda is they told them, look, when people speak to you on the street, maybe just pretend to be open with them and stuff.
Yeah,
And the stuff she
although,
was
to be
telling
honest,
us was like total disinfo or
right.
bullshit answers. You know, it was like
I mean, to be honest, they operate under Chatham House rules, don't they? Which
Yes.
is basically
that was
don't
mentioned
say
in our
anything.
chat. Yeah,
It's like Fight Club rules, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rule number one is it doesn't exist. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that was interesting. Yeah.
And she was
I
trying
was
to
interested to see Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel gave a very short interview to Luke from We Are Change as well.
Guys, I'll
Maybe
just
they're
stop.
trying to like dampen suspicion.
I
by,
think
like,
so.
being
I think
more
so.
open.
Because she was saying like, I really want to understand what you guys think and blah blah blah. And when we said, I see a drive towards nationalism is rising all around the world, and what do you think of that? She's like, well, nationalism was the reason that, you know, Europe was plunged into world wars and stuff. And I'm like, well, you know, I mean, they believe that nationalism is a bad thing.
Well, yeah,
They think it creates wars, you know. Yeah, because they're internationalists. So
the biggest warmongers are the bankers and stuff that fund both sides of the wars, and they're represented in here.
Exactly.
Like,
so it's all doublespeak, you know, really doublespeak.
Yeah, I wouldn't really. I mean, I'd have been very interested to hear what she had to say.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but we're kind of like tongue-tied. She's like, oh, this is off the record, blah blah blah. So but it's fascinating to All right, well, unless you have anything else to add. All right. To get your free PDF copy of Part 1, A New Dawn, the first part of the 6-part serialized fantasy novel Lifting the Curse, go to the official site shown below. Lifting the Curse is the first book in the 9-part Galactic Independence War saga, an epic science fantasy saga influenced by classics such as Star Wars, The Lord of the Rings, Dune, Harry Potter and the like. However, where this novel stands apart from all the rest is the fact that it is set on Earth in December 2015 and deliberately incorporates a wealth of contemporary real-life conspiracy theories, cutting-edge spirituality, and most of the important topics discussed in the alternative news scene. And all of these themes are presented within the backdrop of an exciting fictional tale. This is a book whose time has truly come, since the masses are now ready to learn more about these subjects, and what better way to do it than tell them through fiction. It even has numerous endnotes which delineate the key topics mentioned throughout. At the time of this upload, Part 1 A New Dawn has already received a handful of 5-star ratings on its official Goodreads page, and more are sure to follow. If you enjoy the topics discussed on this YouTube channel and its associated website and Facebook groups, as well as other ones like it, then you will definitely like this book. You can think of it as having been custom made for people that have an interest in alternative news. If you do get a free copy and end up enjoying it, please remember to write a review on the official Amazon or Goodreads pages by following the links on the final pages. There's also social media share buttons you can use to spread the word on Facebook, Twitter and Pinterest. Thanking you in advance for your help in getting the word out for this most important of novels. If you want to watch the epic official promo video for Lifting the Curse, please click on the box that will show up in a few seconds. Release dates will be announced through the official Facebook and Twitter pages soon.